in New York, in the meatpacking district, together with Angelina Jolin to meet her peer, Efva Attling, at her store.
It's so exciting with your new store here. It's been open for over a year now.
2 years.
In the midst of meatpacking, of course. Your interest in jewelry started really early. Tell me, how did everything start?
My grandmother was a seamstress, and I could just like design a dress and she made it for me. So that wasn't what I was going to do, because she was so skillful and she had the patience. The metal, when I started to work with the metal in school, when I was only 11, we could switch with the boys. So the boys went into making small cushions and stuff, and the girls could work with wood and metal. And that was really what suited my temper. So after only 9 years in school, I started as a silversmith pupil. And it was really, I was so fortunate as well, because this Bengt Liljedahl that I work with, he was a very kind man. So after I've done his polishing, his work, and been on the bicycle to get stamps for the gold and so on, he said you could do your own things. After only 6 months with Bengt, I was discovered as a model, so I started that, and I left the jewelry and the smithing for 27 years, and then I just came back to it by coincidence.
How was that?
I was working with a model, and she said that I have to leave for a silversmith class, and then I said, wow. That's actually what I was going to be, you know. So I took it up. I took up class, and everything came back to me, you know, what I've learned when I was 17. So I actually started to sell my jewelry after 3 months to my friends.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. That is like the meetings.
The meetings, yeah, definitely. And also that you're like, okay, I go with this. I try it. Well, I'm not afraid of trying new things.
No coward.
No coward. No little coward. That's a guy.
Yeah.
But no, it's not that I limit myself. I mean, you know, you have to fail to. But I'm really good at failing because I'm good at crying. You know, I really get down and I cry, and then next morning I have a new idea. Maybe I should do this instead.
There's always a story behind your jewelry, and I remember you telling me about the fingerprint story with your mother. Very, very touching. Please tell me, how do you come up with all these stories and ideas?
You know, I was a singer-songwriter in the 80s. I had my group X Models, and when I was singing my songs after a concert, people come up to me and said, wow, the way you say this and the way these words, they touch me, and this is something I can't express myself. And I think when I started the jewelry, when I was now a grown-up, with my whole life, I mean, it's been living this 27 years and with ups and downs and a lot of experience, I really wanted to say something with the jewelry. That's why I call it beauty with a thought, because it's, you know, it has some thought behind it. And when my mother was passing away, I asked if I could take a fingerprint, because it's also an homage to all our mothers. We all come from a mother, and so then I call that the life. That is really lifelines and so on. And when the tsunami hit in Thailand, I had friends who lost their closest, I mean, their wives, their children, And I had already started to work with the Swedish Red Cross, and then I called them and I said, I really have to be involved with this because I felt so much. So after I did the angel, so I made a little angel in silver that now I think it's been like over 7 million crowns, Swedish crowns, that it has raised.
Jewelry is the luxury market, and how do you look upon this in general, with jewelry being a luxury item and very expensive and not for everyone maybe?
It shouldn't be unreachable. So I want to have the price so that it's for everyone.
Of course, the diamonds are always expensive, but so now I put some diamonds in silver. So
oh, you do?
Even
there's something for everyone.
Takes down the high price.
But anyway, I try to have it, you know, the silver pieces, small mini bracelets and stuff.
To me, you're an extremely creative person. You keep on going. You have a drive in you that's very unique. And how do you? What are your plans for the future? What are you thinking of?
I'm such a curious person, and that I think is my biggest drive. I mean, what's around the corner?
I also think meetings with people really gives me new ideas. You talk to people, connecting with people is super important to me. And I think, again, the curiosity, that inspires me to go on. And
it seems like everything falls into places with you. You have ideas and visions and they seem to just happen. You never need to force things, they just happen.